Good afternoon, YouTube. Alright, so today I'm tearing apart this microwave. It is a no-name microwave. I literally got this thing off the side of the road no more than a couple of hours ago. So it's still warm. It's a warm day today in Adelaide. So let's get to it. So I knocked on this lady's door and I seen it out the front. I said to her, I said, what's doing with the microwave? And it's just been sitting there for a few weeks. And I said to her, do you mind if I take it? She turned and goes, no, go for it. And she asked what I was going to do with it. I told her I was going to pull it apart and get it working again. She looked down and she goes, you can't, the inside doesn't work. And I said, oh well, I guess I'll just have to scrap it. Alright, so I'll be right back, guys. I've got to go get some special screwdrivers, which I forgot to bring in with me. Alright, now I'm back. I've got my security torque screwdriver bits. Get these open. Oh, there you go. So it's a Homemaker. It's a Kmart branded microwave. No surprises there. These things are cheap beyond belief. Same amount of parts as any other microwave. Same amount of weight. The only difference is they're cheap, nasty, they have to blow up. Yeah, they blow up. Alright. There's a bit of rust in there. Obviously she's used this thing a fair bit. Alright, so a lot of you know about the capacitors, about discharging the capacitors using a screwdriver. I'm more one of these ones, I just like to cut one cable at a time. Just for my safety and for the safety of my family. There we go, that's all taken care of. So there's a transformer there, so you got heavy gauge metal, generally it's aluminium and copper, either way. Just give it a good old scratch test with a screwdriver, for those who don't know. If you scratch it, so that one there is an aluminium winding, and judging by the weight of this, it's pretty damn heavy. So this one here would be the copper one. I'll pull that apart later and I'll have a look at it and nothing good as this. Oh, here we go. By the looks of it. And I've been double dooched. Okay, so they're both aluminium windings. It's a bit disappointing, but Yeah, I've got heavy gauge metal there, so I'll just chuck that in the scrap metal bin as is. I'm not even going to break it apart, pull the aluminium out. That can just go as is. So electric motor, break that open, get the very little amount of copper out of that, and then the rest of it can go into scrap metal. So these are what I believe are heat sensors. I actually keep these. Generally, if I have something that breaks down that requires a heat sensor and I need a spare one, I'll just go and dive into a box out the back and have a look, and if it's any good and that one's working, I'll definitely chuck that back in. Microwave lights, I have no idea what to do with these things. Generally I'll chuck them in a recycling bin, being they are glass. But 9 times out of 10, if they're not blown, I will keep them just in case. Somebody says, oh, I've got a light that's blown, I'll just generally give them one that I've got laying around and say take it. So on here, bit of a power board. So we've got some copper winding. I've got a fuse on there. Now I'm relentless. I will keep all my fuses, simply for the fact that fuses are great. Fuses are used in a lot of appliances these days, and if you have one that blows up, you've got spare ones there. They've got all the information on them just around the top of the cap here, so if you ever need when you take it out of an old microwave and you need to replace it, generally they're the first things that do go in microwaves, and a lot of people just think once a microwave's blown, but it's not generally the case. It's generally your fuse that goes, so I'll just keep that as well. Power cable, I'll just chop off the end of the plug there, broke off the nickel plated brass, and I'll end up stripping all that down to clean copper. I'll just chuck it through the wire stripper. Hey, that's not supposed to happen. So for any of you who do scrap microwaves, you're probably well aware by now that you try not to break this white stuff up here. It will kill you. It's called beryllium. It's pretty dangerous stuff, so if you are pulling these apart for the magnets inside, just be really careful. I'm extremely lucky, I've never broken one of these yet, and this is probably a microwave 300 something or other I've pulled apart. Pop open the back of the lid on this one here and pull your copper winding out just underneath this lid here. It's pretty easy to get this off, you just pop it with a screwdriver. So that one's I'll get around to it later. And you get a bit of brass up in there, it's just a bit of a brass washer, always handy to have. So the fan, good copper winding in there, little bits of copper up through here, so if you want them you can pull them apart. Check out Ian Matthews on YouTube. He's pretty good. He'll pull these things right apart. If you've never pulled an electric motor apart with copper windings built into it, again, have a look at Ian Matthews. He is fantastic and does an absolute awesome job. Also good for a laugh too. He's a top bloke, great character, that guy. Love your work, Ian. So just a bit of cable. What I'll do is I'll just clean all that up, take all the cable ties off there. Man, I know it's extra weight, but again, we get frowned upon it down at the scrapyard. They are pretty just. They'll go through your bucket and they'll check to see if there's any impurities, and if there is, they'll reject it the whole lot and they'll tell you to bugger off. So it's better to be clean and have everything done properly. Alright, so on the front panel of your microwave, just underneath here, there's a silver mylar sheeting. Just take off the cover, take off the sheeting, chuck that in your scrap metal recycling, into your plastic recycling. Underneath here you've got another copper winding with some silver contacts in there, so you can pull that apart, get them out. Crystal oscillator, I pull them off and I keep them aside for somebody that's collecting them. IC chips, which again I'll knock the chips off and I'll keep them aside. Electric winding motor, that can go into scrap metal. And now, last but not least, micro switches, silver contacts inside them, so I'll pull them apart and I'll get all the just the silver contacts out, and that can go into my silver contacts jar out the back. So I've got enough there to get it processed, and then I'll just process them later. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go check out Ian Matthews. Also go check out eWaste Ben. Two guys are very good at scrapping. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch us all later on another one. Bye for now.